It's amazing how much like an Atlas it looks. I almost wonder if those wouldn't fit in an Atlas. This is Dave with the Crafted channel, and something's about to change in the Crafted workshop. I believe I got this Logan lathe sold. This is a nice lathe. I may regret getting rid of it, but I can only have so many lathes. I got a lot of projects going, and there'll be another lathe. There'll be another chance to buy one of these if I want. I've got a customer for this lathe. It's a 9x24 with a full gear change set. I got the customer for this lathe at $900, and I'm hurrying up to get it cleaned up and ready for him to pick up because I've got a chance to buy another milling machine. There's a larger version of this round post milling machine that I have here that I saw in another man's shop who's liquidating his shop. I bought from him a tool grinder, and he showed me his mill sitting on the factory stand with the wheels in beautiful condition, really nice and clean. And he said, you know, I'll sell you that for $800 bucks. And I'm thinking, wow, I got to do something to get this mill. Now my customer's for $900 on this lathe, and maybe the lathe is worth more than the mill. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. It's pretty close, pretty much a toss-up. But I need to get this thing out of here, get it off my workspace. It's been in my way, been an irritation for a while, and I need to get my mill put together down there so I can use it. But really, now I need to sell it. Now the deal I got worked out is I'm taking a deposit to the guy tomorrow, and then I'm trying to get this cleaned up and ready to go so my customer, when he comes into town, can pick it up. And I'm selling this for $900, so that'll give me the money I need to get the mill. The mill will be a big upgrade to the shop. It's ready to use, doesn't need to be tore down and restored or anything. And it'll give me some room to work on this milling machine and get it going. I was just going to throw it together without painting it because I needed a functioning mill. Now I'm thinking that perhaps I will go ahead and paint it so I can maximize what I get out of it. But I look forward to showing you my new milling machine in the future. And meanwhile, I need to get busy and finish getting this cleaned up. This thing's in really nice shape, but it's just a little dirty. I've been telling you guys, these are my least viewed videos. These videos about where I set up the parts cleaning tank. How any of you guys have a workshop without a parts cleaning machine, I have no idea. I don't know what you're thinking. I think maybe you're on crack. You need to get one of these. Look how easy it makes to clean something up. Now I'm making a nice profit on this lathe, but I got a screaming good deal on it. I mean, the day it came out in the paper, I drove to Columbus to buy it. I just didn't want to let it get away from me. And I got a Kennedy toolbox with it, a whole bunch of tooling that basically outfitted my shop with all the basics. And now I'm going to realize the benefit of doing all that work by moving this on to another workshop. Now, guys, getting this, he told me that he just traded off a 13.5-inch South Bend. It was just too big for his workshop. He sounds like an older man. Maybe he doesn't have enough room anymore, and he's downsizing his machine shop. And that's what he's coming after this for. And if you remember the Atlas 10F that I had, I kept this guy's name and phone number. He wanted to buy the Atlas 10F, but he was just a little bit too late to get it. So I think he'll be really pleased with this lathe. Now, this is a better quality lathe than an Atlas, and I'm sure he knows that. If we were just looking at the quality of the lathe and no market conditions, I would say that one of these is worth 50% to 100% more than an Atlas. But in reality, they sell for about the same money. This is really a lot nicer lathe than the one I'm using. Just heavier built and all that. But I can only have so many lathes, and I kind of like the Atlases and knowing everything I can, or learn everything I can learn about those. So I think I'm going to stick with that brand for a while. I got so many things going on in the shop, and I'm going to try to show you guys what I'm doing a little quicker. It takes a long time to edit videos, and I got this pesky thing. I got a business that I'm running right now. It makes it really hard to, I can film my projects, but boy, it's tough to find time to edit those videos. Yeah, this thing don't have hardly any shavings in it. It's really in good shape. It's amazing how much like an Atlas it looks. I almost wonder if those wouldn't fit in an Atlas. I'm going to let this baby get away from it. All I need to do is drop it, damage something. Let's see how good this works on some of this fine surface rust. These steel handles, by the way, are beautiful when they're buffed up. It amazes me that a piece of equipment as fine as a lathe could even be available for $1,000, you know? This thing probably beats to death all these Chinese lathes. Chinese lathe is easy though, man. You just whip out your credit card and buy that son of a gun. These you got to do a little work for. You got to uncover them. You got to find them. You got to free them from the dirt that they're in. Got to look for what little injuries they have so you can make them happy campers again. It's like people, they're worth investing in. Boy, I really need a buffing wheel. Really make something like this shine. Now that was just a quick job. This guy's going to see this lathe and he's going to go, heck yeah, load that in my vehicle. See why Tubal King likes them Logan lathes, man. This thing looks like it is very well made. Could stand a new suit of clothes, but very well made. I'm cleaning the lead screw and banjo assembly on the Logan, and I found a problem. Here somewhere. Here we go. See these two teeth? They're brass. And they're not cut very well. It looks like somebody must have hand filed them in. I realize I'm selling the lathe. I realize it's sold. I realize he's going to pick it up no matter what. I still went on eBay and found one of these 48 tooth gears and ordered him a good used one, because I don't want him, after trusting me and driving all the way here from Toledo, to get home and be sorry about this purchase and feel like maybe I, you know, snuck something past him that I knew about it. And you know, you can have misunderstandings very easily in a deal where someone feels cheated. And you know, one of the ways you avoid that is anytime you find some little thing that needs to be done, you try to take care of that. And now when I see him, I'll tell him that I ordered that gear after I talked to him on the phone. Now there's a good chance I'll have it before he gets here, and if I don't, I'll send it to him. When I sold the Atlas 10F, it needed a special wrench to hold the chuck while you use the buddy bar to tighten and loosen the chuck. And I tracked that wrench down, bought it, and shipped it to the man. Even though he lives far away and he couldn't have done nothing about it, it doesn't matter. I wanted to make sure he had the basic tools to use that lathe, and I told him I'd do it, so I did it. So now on to cleaning the rest of this lead screw assembly. Oh, the gear was $25 and $6 shipping. Not bad. I'd like to have gotten it cheaper. Got a pretty good lead screw here. I think you'll be pleased with this. I'm going to turn it a little bit and wipe through the threads. I'm getting shavings and stuff out of there. Yeah, I imagine those brass teeth. Nothing wrong with brass teeth, that's fine. But I'm sure they would have made some noise when the lathe running. Now I'm probably not going to have to get this lathe running to get for him to pick it up. I think I'm going to leave it stacked on the table just in case he wants to hear it run, where we can throw it together really quick and run it. But this guy's a lathe man. He's not going to have to hear this machine under power in order to inspect it and figure out whether he likes it or not. After this, we have the lathe bed, and then we can put it back together. This lathe would benefit immensely from a paint job. One of the problems this lathe had, well, not the only thing it had wrong with it, it had a broken cover, had a shop-made hand wheel on the tailstock. Those are the parts I tracked down and ordered very early. I haven't opened the box actually. I've had it here for 6 months or more, maybe a year. I hope the right parts are in the box. But somebody had greased these gears as opposed to oiling them. You don't grease a lathe, you oil it. 30 weight non-detergent. If you can't get the right oils, or they're too damn cheap. I don't know exactly what was called out for in a Logan, but we'll use the same lubes that we use on a Craftsman lathe, and I'm sure that'll be a whole lot better than what it had on it. When that shaft just works its way back into see, this spider gear has some brass teeth in it. This looks like it's spider gear. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, this is spider gear. Forward and reverse gear. But these brass teeth look really nice. New owner can replace that if he wants.